In this week's guitar lesson we are looking at I Want to Hold Your Hand by the Beatles. Now this song is a classic and it contains mainly open chords. It does change key a couple of times, so we're going to look into this. We're going to look at the chords that are being used and also add a strumming pattern. So let's get into it. If you haven't already, don't forget to click the subscribe button and click the bell. You'll be notified each week when I upload a guitar lesson. So the intro to this song is a C chord. And we're going to play this twice, so we go down, down. And then it moves to a D chord. Again, we play this twice. So the rhythm is slightly odd for this, so we go C, C, D, D, C, C, D, D. I recommend just practicing that switch, and then once you've got the switch of the chords down, because we are changing our fingers quite a lot, then add the rhythm. So we essentially play that transition 3 times. Then on the 3rd time we just hold on this D chord, and what we're going to do is we're going to do 16 downstrokes. So it's going to be 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Okay, so if we add that on to our C to D transition, it will be like this. 1 2 3 4, and once more. So there's an alternate way of doing it. What we can do is we can place our little finger on the 4th fret of the G string, and we're going to play that on the 3rd downstroke of our 4s. So we've got 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. So that is an option for you if you want to increase the difficulty. So this then leads into the verse. So for the verse of the song, we have got a G major chord, and then we go to a D major chord, then an E minor chord, and then we have got a B7 chord. So for this B7, what we're going to do is place our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, 1st finger on the 1st fret of the D string, then we're going to place our 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, and then we're going to place our little finger on the 2nd fret of the high E string. What I really recommend you do is practice between that E minor to B7 chord. E minor, B7. So now we've got our chord progression of G, D, E minor and B7. We're going to add a strumming pattern to it. So for this we're going to go down, down, up, down, up. To our D, to our E minor, to our B7. So we're going to play that progression twice, and on the 2nd time round we're just going to play that B7 once. We're just going to hold on it. So the whole verse progression sounds like this. Hold it. This then leads into the chorus of the track. So the chorus, we have got a C major chord, then goes to D major, then G major, then E minor, then back to C, then D, then G. So you can think of it as the 1st time round there's 4 chords, our C, D, G, E minor. 2nd time round there's just 3 chords. So now we know the chord progression, we're going to be adding a strumming pattern. So what we're going to do is down, down, up on each of the chords. Once we get to our final G, the strumming pattern changes quickly and we go down, down, up, down, up. So if you remember correctly, that is our strumming pattern from the verse. So the whole chorus sounds like this. track then heads back into the verse, so the verses are all exactly the same. Okay, we have our G to D, E minor, B7 progression. Then it will go into the second chorus. So for the second chorus, exactly the same as the very first chorus. After this, you will hear that it changes key into a bridge of the track. So for the bridge, we're going to be playing a D minor chord. Then we're going to go to G, to C, and then to A minor. So it's just one downstroke on each chord. Second time round we play D minor to G and then to C. So there isn't an A minor the second time round. So when we get to that C we play it once and then it goes back into the intro, so we go. So to put this into the context of the bridge, I'm going to play it from the beginning of the bridge. So we've got our D minor. And when I touch you, I feel happy inside. It's such a feeling that my love I can hide, I can hide, I can hide. Goes back into the verse again, exactly the same, then into the chorus, exactly the same. So to simplify it down, the verses, the choruses and the bridges in this track are all exactly the same. The only other thing we need to look at is the outro to this track. So for the outro, the chorus plays exactly the same as before, and then when it comes back around, go C to D, but now it goes back to C and we go down, up, down, up, down, up, and then it finishes on a G. Okay, so let's do that final chorus again. So we've got C, G, E minor, C, D, G, then C, D, C, 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 G. That's at the very end of the track. That has been I Want to Hold Your Hand by the Beatles. I hope you enjoyed this guitar lesson. If you did enjoy it, click subscribe, click the bell and you'll be notified each week when I upload a guitar lesson.